A very good morning to one and all. Today, for Unit 2, we are going to understand some few details about the engine. What actually is an engine that we are going to learn through this presentation? Engine is something, means it is a power producing device in which the heat energy is converted into a mechanical motion. Okay, guys. Heat energy. So it's a power producing device. So power is produced when something is given as an input. So heat energy here acts as an input, and it is then again converted into the mechanical motion that can be used for doing some certain useful work. What are the engines, or how broadly they are classified? They are classified in the two types. That is, one thing is regarding the external combustion engine. Second thing is regarding the internal combustion engine. So, what are the external combustion engine? You might have observed the locomotives here in the figure on the left side. We can observe one locomotive or one railway engine is shown. And the outside burnt combustion chamber is there in which the coal is being burnt, and then accordingly how the external combustion engine is and what how does it work. We can say it over here. It is an engine in which the combustion of the fuel does not takes place inside the closed volume. Okay, so it is obtained by burning the fuel in an open space, and heat is utilized to raise the temperature of working fluid. Okay, so heat is utilized to raise what temperature of working fluid. Whatever the working fluid over here, the water is a working fluid. So the it's to raise its temperature and to use and to make a use of its steam energy, so as to for the motion of the locomotive, the heat energy which is given as an input, which is obtained through the burning of the coal, which we can observe it from the left side figure. And then this heat energy is used to raise the temperature of the working fluid. Here over the water is a working fluid, and then the steam which is obtained from that working fluid or the water, then it is utilized for the movement of the crankshaft which is attached to the locomotive, and here on the locomotive starts its motion, or the useful work is obtained as per the discussed in a prior slide. So high temperature working fluid is further expanded in piston cylinder arrangement to obtain the power and the mechanical work. Here we have given the steam engine as a one of the example, and next thing is the turbine. Second thing is about the internal combustion engine. In internal combustion engine, right, in the front slide, in the current slide, you can observe the figures. The what are the combustion engine, internal combustion engine is there. Basic difference is that the combustion of the fuel takes place in the cylinder, and the high temperature fluid, working fluid, is expanded to obtain the mechanical work, and power is produced. So automobiles engines, Wankel engine are the examples. Now we will go with the short brief or the short overview. What actually is the difference between the internal combustion engine and an external combustion engine? So combustion of the fuel takes place inside the cylinder, then it is called as an internal combustion engine. And when it is not inside, when it is outside the cylinder, then it is called as an external combustion engine. As in the case of the locomotive or the steam engine, we have seen in the first slide the example of that locomotive engine. So working fluid is air in the air internal combustion engine, and here it is a steam. Third thing is that it can be quickly started. Internal combustion engine, it requires the less efforts to get started. And in the third point, in the external combustion engine, it requires a more team effort or more efforts to start, as first steam is to be generated, right? So next point is regarding the fuel used. What are the fuels used in the internal combustion engine? They are the petrol, diesel, and the gases, which are the costlier. These are the costlier fossil fuels that are being used. And again, here the coal is used, but again, it is a cheaper in value. So that's why, if at all compared according to the cost-wise analysis, coal is cheaper than the available petrol, diesel, and gases. Initial cost is low for the internal combustion engine, and for the external combustion engine, it is very high. So for the product of the combustion after doing work are exhausted to the atmosphere in the internal combustion engine. Whatever the flue gases are obtained after the burning of the fuel in the internal combustion engine, that is exhausted to the atmosphere after the work is being produced or work is being done. Here in this external combustion engine, the steam is condensed and the fed to the boiler. Same working fluid is used again. Here the steam, when condensed in the condensed form, it can be reused as the same working fluid to use it again. It's in the internal combustion engine. It is its use is economical for small capacity power generation. So it is economical. Cost wise, it is it's okay. So it is a balanced thing, so that we can use for the small capacity power generation. But whereas in the external combustion engine, its use is economical for the high capacity power generation. The thermal efficiency is something, the efficiency that is means in terms of the in terminology of the thermal criteria, we can see that the thermal efficiency is higher, which is 30 to 35% for the internal combustion engine, and whereas for the external combustion engine, the thermal efficiency is 15 to 25%. Okay, so this is something regarding the comparison. Next thing is that the classification of the IC engine, internal combustion engine, which is further taken into its classification. The types of fuel used we have seen in the prior slide: the petrol engine, diesel engine, gas engine. Then there are the number of strokes. According to the four strokes, we can see that the four-stroke engine and the two-stroke engine, we have rightly heard in our day-to-day life, the four-stroke engine is there or the two-stroke engine is there. So according to the number of stroke, the next thing is regarding the cycle of operation, that we can see in details in our day-to-day in our daily lectures. That is, it is something regarding the Otto cycle or the constant volume cycle, where the volume is kept constant and the pressure is rising, and the diesel cycle or the constant pressure cycle, where the pressure is constant and the volume is changing. So accordingly, the cycle of operation is there. The method of cooling: air cooled engine, water cooled engine, and then oil cooled engine is something different. Okay, so it is something related to method of cooling. Fifth thing is regarding the speed engine, medium speed engine, the high speed engine. So there are three categories in the IC engine. They are available in the low speed, high speed, and the medium speed. Then according to the cylinder, the single, sorry for the disturbance. So according to the number of cylinders, single cylinder is there, multi-cylinder is there. An arrangement of the cylinders, that is horizontal engine is there, vertical engine is there, and the V-type engine is there. Also the radial engine is there. Radial engine is mainly observed in the aviation sector. So kind of radial engines, they're readily available. V-type engines are found in most of the cars, we can say. Then opposed piston engine is there, then opposed cylinder engine is there. And according to the lubrication system, which is rightly required, splash lubrication and the pressure lubrication is there. Application: stationary engines, aircraft engines, since I mentioned in the radial engines, there aviation engines, radial engines are the type of the engines that are used in the aviation sector. So aircraft engines are there, its application. Automotive engines, the V-type engines are also used. Locomotive engines and the marine engines. So that's it, guys. Here is a brief introduction. We have seen regarding its what are the engines, how external combustion engine is classified as, how internal combustion engine does work, how then what is the comparison, what is the difference, how IC engine is, how it is used, how it's economical, or how the cost wise analysis, and according to its thermal efficiency analysis we have seen. Then we have seen the types of the IC engines, what type of fuel is used, number of strokes, cycle of operation, method of cooling, speed of engine, number of cycles, arrangement of cylinders, and lastly but not least, the lubrication system and its applications. So that's it for it, guys, for this topic. We will see in details in our next lectures. Okay, thank you so much.